Sang this song on Johnny Carson, The Man, you know. Don't look now, but someone ahead of you is standing alone and singing like an anthem for the man. And I'm from New Orleans, man, and they don't change real fast down in New Orleans, right? I went home after being on the Carson show singing The Man. After I sang it on the show, people loved it, man. Perry Belafonte was a guest, and he hugged me. Man, I'm feeling on top of the world. Go home, meet my mother and father at the airport. And I said, y'all see the show last night? Mother says, yeah, but did you have to have that nigga hug you? I said, you know, makes you wonder sometime, huh? Yeah. I wanted to call Harry. Did you mean that hug, Harry?
Don't look now, but someone ahead of you is standing alone and singing. He's just a man and he knows who he is, contented within his own being. Please help the man before you see. Life is celebration.
And so next time on the Johnny Carson show, I sang this song. And it was like projecting roots, electronic roots into the television camera, knowing that my family would be watching. And it was, you know, like this is something. Because, you know, right around that time, it was afterwards, actually, it was in 72. Vietnam was lost. And now, and oh God, all the white people in America, it's like, America's lost their first war. So it's like, oh, the family was destroyed. Rock and roll couldn't get any louder at that time. It was the Grand Funk Railroad. I couldn't take it. It seemed like all the white people fell into jazz. They started to hear, there were three jazz musicians especially, McCoy Tyner, Chick Corea, I call him the great communist composer, Chick North Korea, and Keith Jarrett. They were just like, it was almost like the black people were waiting to embrace, say, your family's torn apart, isn't it? You're losing the war, your boys are being killed. We know what you're going through. You tore our families apart, the slavery, the whips, we know that. And there we were falling now from this Teutonic America manifest destiny across into California, jump into Vietnam, on the big dick, wow! And then suddenly the erection falls. My goodness, what's happening here? And there the black people are waiting, and Alex Haley has Roots. And it comes out in 72, ready to catch everybody, of tying a black family together back to Kunta Kinte in the 1700s. You know, we remember when there were black whips on our body, but now there were white whips coming through Roots, white electronic whips on the TV. And then I sang this song for my daddy and mine. The civil rights movement is for people black or brown. The communist movement is for people who are red. There's some white folks hanging around, and the Vietnamese are yellow, so it's sad. And I got the black, yeah, blue. I got the colorblind blue. Black power, white power, oh, thanks a lot. At the end of the rainbow, I just know there's pot. And I hear it's gold. And we're gonna travel in space, regardless of any race. We're gonna run into some intelligent life out there that's got 15 trillion colors in its face. And I got the blue. I got the colorblind blues. Oh yeah! If the red, white, and blue brings you down, let's change it to the red, white, and brown. Oh, it was a beautiful and simple liberal song back then. Oh, it's gotten tighter now since I run into them racists in New Orleans. Ain't about to change, and that's my family. I can't believe it. They say, ain't no black man can make a white baby. They say, oh man. I say, well, you know what? You don't care what color your skin is, all right, as long as your sperm is white. Oh, I said, wait a minute, man, we're gonna get it together with the black and white, and that's gris. That's gray in French. That, in New Orleans, they call it gris-gris. That's kind of like the voodoo or deja voodoo looking back. Deja voodoo, the gris-gris, and it's the time that you can't disagree. My love is like a burning ember. When it comes to race, I'm an ember racist. Ember race, everybody, ember race. Your love is so hot, you speaking in a southern accent from the bottom of your heart. It's like from the middle of the earth, the middle of your body, coming out occasional volcanic expressions of lava affair. I love you, baby, yeah. Girlfriend, she started my new religion. My new religion is called Your Heart. Speak from the bottom of your heart. I was talking about that. Fill your heart with love today. And Desiree was her name. Desiree Taylor from Oland. And she said, Biff, I'm going to put out a petition in the neighborhood to ask people, have you ever had sex with Biff Rose? Yes, no, or maybe. I said, man, Desiree, you are so bad. She was so bad, Desiree. So when she get drunk, she would be Dizzy Ray. In Latin, the wrath of God, Deus irae. When she was sweet, it was Desiree. So she interrupted the show I was doing in Casper, California, February 17th, 1960, 1958, 1387. It was February 16th, 1982. So, and she said, Biff, tell us about your heart. You're playing Feeling Your Heart with us. I said, Desiree, I'm glad you asked. And because you asked, I'm going to start a new religion called Your Heart. You're head of your heart. That's right. Just speak from your heart. And then St. Gregory from Kansas City, real white friend of mine, talks that flat plains accent, old Lathal, white suburb, said, well, Biff, if you're going to have a new religion, you got to have some sort of sacrifice. So I decided to sacrifice the new religion and keep your heart. Desiree. She was so bad, like a panther. She slapped my face so gently, so sweet. When I say, oh, Desiree, you fuck like a nigga, man. I said, is that a facial slur when she do that? Man, I'm glad we got that. That better open the damn show, because I'm up against some motherfuckers. Dolphin. All right. Oh boy, hopelessly middle class. Hopelessly middle class dolphins. Do Buzz, do Molly, who?
Oh, do dolphins anyhow.
Hello dolphins, I hope you think I'm beautiful, 'cause we may be living together real soon. You can teach me all the dolphin laws. I can teach you some progressive jaws. Looks like we people want to blow up the whole wide world, but not on purpose. Besides, you dolphins walk on water backwards. You got that natural Christ-like zeitgeist. I can teach you ticky piano if you need help. Jewish intellectual, laugh loud. You can teach me to appreciate kelp. Leah, can you play piano? Yes, you can, look. That's dolphins walking on the water backwards. Can't make a mistake, 'cause all the drops of water just go. And it's very effective and impressionistic, yeah. Oh, dolphins, looks like we've reached the end. Let's mutate together on a schooner the better. You'll see I'm a whale of a friend. Oh, speaking of whales, whale. The shrewdest whaler that ever whaled, since the earliest days that whalers sailed, was Captain Medford of old New Bedford. Hard as a brick, keen, slick, he was master of ships for half a century. He was bold as a pirate, fond of adventure. He knew every hiding place, secret residing place, ever Leviathan used as a hiding place. But the only kind that the captain sought, as worth the trouble of getting them caught, were weighty, whopping, wallowing whales that could splash the tip of the mizzen sails with a tiny tap of their tidy tails. Mountainous mammals with mammoth jaws that could float a ship in their mammoth maws and chew the keel to a pasty jelly, or just swallow it whole to the depths of the belly. Small fry such as Moby Dick were fit to catch on a bamboo stick for relaxation and pleasant sport, and only kept as a last resort when whales were scarce and the blubber short. The staunch little ship, the General Lee, hoisted his anchor and riding free sailed from New Bedford out to sea. Now, north of the tip of Greenland shore, westward bordering Labrador, south of the seas of the Florida Keys, and east 2,000 miles or more through calm, through gale, but never a whale, or the sight of a spout or the flip of a tail rewarded the watchers at the rail. The General Lee remained at sea in latitudes of low degree, in longitudes that spanned the girth of all the waters of the earth. But from dawn's gray light to sunset's red, never Leviathan raised his head. 'Twas luck as bad as it could ever be for the sail on the trail of a whale at sea. Well, one night as weary Captain Medford lay sleeping half the earth from Bedford, he dreamed he sailed on a silver moon, just poised aloft with his great harpoon, just biding his time until Judgment Day, for Jonah's whale to pass his way. When all of a sudden the General Lee was hoisted bodily out of the sea on a column of water that towered high, and midway twixt the sea and the sky floated that ship like a wooden chip on its very tip. Then gently as a fountain of spray the towering column fell away, safely settling the General Lee. Keel first on the white-capped sea where only a miracle saved the craft as it wobbled crazily fore and aft. The captain picked himself from the floor, took one jump through the cabin door, raced on deck where the crew at the rail, where the eyes popped out and the eyeballs pale, were staring at what I mean a whale. Stretching as far as the eye could sight was a giant carcass, as black as night. Or only an eerie patch of light glistening by the waving fluke some miles at sea gave hint as to where his tail might be. Over the ocean rolled a swell as his giant midriff rose and fell. The captain scratched at his wiry head, grinned like a midshipmite, said, "Far fucking out. It's just too bad that on this here trip we ain't got a fleet instead of a ship. There's blubber enough in that critter's skin for to sink the British Navy, and she's a mite too big for this boat to tote. We'll have to make her tote the boat." The General Lee came hard aport, just as the big whale gave a snort that jingled the coins in the skipper's pocket and rattled the mainmast in his socket. The captain crawled on a slippery boom. He slashed at a rope to get elbow room. He raised his harpoon high and wide. He sent it whizzing over the side. The line spun out till it drew up taut, and the beast fell. Or was it the boat was caught? The great brute quivered. The sailors shivered. The captain yelled, "Kid hatches kivered." Woo! Hang on for your lives before she dies. If you do, that whale's as good as delivered. What a sight to see, what a place to be. Afloat on a flea in a frightful sea, attached to the whooping and whoppingest whale that ever made seamen reef a sail. Hang on for your lives, hang on for your lives, hang on for your... Whoa, the monster dives. Whoa, whoa, 10,000 barrels of boiling sea roll wildly over the General Lee as the big whale struggles to get him free. North to the tip of Greenland shore, westward bordering Labrador, south of the seas of the Florida Keys, east 2,000 miles a month through calm, through gale, this walloping whale dragged the General Lee at his tail. Long since everybody gave up hope. But the captain, he shifted a freight rope. He braced his feet on an upturned dory. He said, "She holds out till tomorrow, and there ain't no winds. By the grace of God, we ought to sight them islands south of God." Well, there comes an end to flood and fire, so even the biggest of whales must tire. Old Medford found on the 13th day that he could pretty much have his way and could neatly steer the monstrous whale by jerking the harpoon in his tail. Bam! Oh yeah, baby. Bam! Finally, set to the proper course, Leviathan, docile as horse, brought ship and crew and Captain Medford safe to the harbor at New Bedford, where they fitted the beast with decks and railings and chartered her out for scheduled sailings. Under the captain's able hand, made regular runs to the Holy Land. Thank you.
You can't what? Oh, okay. No, I'm sorry. Wow, this shit is good.
I wish that you could finger me like finger your guitar.
You're gonna make Biff crazy now.
That would make me crazy.
Make Dan crazy. What are you talking about?
Write songs about the life of a groupie. Oh my God. You know, and it's like, God, I offered him a piece, and he thought it was a piece of cake. And it's just this dirty damn song, and he's stealing Elizabeth away. And he's going to go on the road with her, and they're going to sing dirty songs, and there goes my career. I'm trying to be as dirty as fast as I can. How you doing, darling? Again, what's wrong with me telling me you're a good-looking woman?
You forgot to scratch your balls on my name.
All right, girl, look at that girl. You forgot to scratch your balls on that one, Daddy. Yeah, baby. I got your net right here. Hey, girl, take your hands out your pocket. We'll supply the entertainment. Right over here. We're filming a gay film tonight. All right? All right. Oh, my. Okay. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, we got a picture. Oh, the hell with that shit. Let's go get a beer. All right. All right. Let's go. Let's go get a beer. Get fresh beer. How you doing, darling? Okay, we're filming here. I like it. Like, follow people. Follow people. All right. All right. How you doing? That's it. He's really filming. How you doing? Let's get some people in there. We got some new people. Okay, we'll just talk to Meredith here. Okay, Meredith, how long have you been gay? Okay, Meredith. Okay, Meredith, do you know any dirty jokes? Do you know any jokes? Okay. You do know a joke, don't you? Can you tell me a joke? Okay. Good. You're kind of self-conscious? Are you camera shy?
Yeah.
He ain't got any film in it. He's just learning. We're all learning. This is like our therapy class of just how to have presence just in case the camera's in your face. Ooh. You go to college? Ooh, you go to high school? Oh, God, I'm sorry what I said before. Okay? I go crazy. I don't know. You get old, you say, what have I got to lose? Okay, we're filming this evening, so just act natural. There you go. All right, girl.
We finally got somebody natural.
All right, girl. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, girl. Yeah. Hey, here we go. Look, girl. Look. Hey, look. I'm talking natural. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nipple wine, Mad Dog 2020. All right. It's a gay film. Perfect. You're perfect. No, not that you're gay, but look at you. Look at your cheeks. I'm talking bright. All right. I mean, I know you and me probably the same. We kill faggots. Fuck them. You know what I'm trying to say? No. All right. But we'll edit this part out because we can see you kind of have a hostile thing about you, and we don't want to piss you off, man. Not you. You live a tough motherfucker. You tough, man. No. You want to buy some weed? No. Faggot, different, man. Gay is like proper. Faggot, low down shit, man. You're lucky I didn't call you queer or sissy, because I'm a beam mad motherfucker. I'm mad, I'm pissed. But I'm peaking on acid now, and I was shooting up earlier. And I just got out of prison, I lost my hospital band. But, I got my 3 pickup lines for chicks. First, I won the lottery. My AIDS is in remission, and I'm not gay anymore, so. Girls respond to that shit, man. We're making a gay film, so just kind of flip by a little bit, okay? Just flip by, good, okay. It's unremitting, isn't it? The coldness of the camera, no emotion, just a shit-eating grin and that smile. I want to say, fuck it, man. Do something weird, lay down and turn around, make us, take a picture of him for a change, because he's killing us. Listen, most of the people here, I don't know, I can't really see your faces too well, but you might know this album. Is this the one that anybody knows?
All right. All right. This is the same T-shirt. Absolutely. Don't kid now. That's what I've been telling you. That's it. So I'm going to sing a few songs from this first album just to connect with 1968. And then we'll move right into the really dirty language. And also we'll take some requests if anybody has heard these albums or like to hear a song. Like I bet you there's one song you might remember from those albums, huh? Wally? Wally? Oh, Molly. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. Because I know a guy named Wally lives in Palestine. It's a suburb of Chicago. We call him Muhammad Wally. That's the real edge. We're on the real edge. The real edge us experience. When I was a little boy living down in the South, Mama told me never to open my mouth. Mama told me, Mama scolded me. I was just a little boy, about 9 or 10. Mama had a lot of influence, and she told me, Mama scolded me. Mama says times is changing fast, but she's gonna hold out to the last. But I fell in love with a pretty little thing and I bought her a $35 ring, yeah. I took a little trip to Ohio, yeah. But Mama told me, she said, them Yankees, they done us wrong. Mama singing the same old song, and she told me, Mama scolded me. Now I know that, and you know that too. We just have to scat through it right now. One thing, people, that I want to lay on you, now that I have been to California, yeah. Mama told me. But the kids are growing up fine as can be, members of a new society. Mama scolded me. But when you're full of love, there's nothing to fear. With an open heart and an open ear. So to all you mothers that I love so, trust me, babies, watch them go, yeah. That's the first song on the thorn and Mrs. Rose's side. And the second song, we're going to go right through this little thing and establish a little foundation here. Ain't no tension in my soul, going back to my source. Going back in memory. I haven't understood that everything is somehow good. Ain't no mention in my soul of anything really being wrong. Going back in memory, I begin to understand time is built on sand. Things that happened in the past just happened in your mind, only in your mind. Forget your mind and you'll be free. The writing's on the wall, free, yeah. You can know it all, baby, know it all if you choose. Just remember, lovers never lose, cause they are free of thoughts impure and of thoughts unkind. Gentleness can clear the soul, and love can clean the mind and set it free. Oh, well, my voice. The dragons have been bled. Loveliness is everywhere, and fear is just in your head. Fear is in your head, only in your head. Forget your head, you'll be free. The writings on the wall, free, yeah. You can know it all if you choose. Lovers never lose, 'cause they often have thoughts unpure, and of thoughts unkind, gentleness can clear the soul. Love feeds the mind and sets it. Well, Tiny Tim recorded that song on the flip side of Tiptoe Through the Tulips, and David Bowie picked it up. Oh, I even have the album here. Wait. Oh, okay, that's my career. I carry it right on my back. I do. Because here's the third album, Hunky Dory, and he put my name on the back, David Bowie did, and every 6 months he sends me a royalty check. I feel like I'm in touch with royalty. Check it out. He did a terrible job, though, on the song. I just, it's not fair to do that when there's a really famous icon like that, but I think, hey man, look, it's cold, Biff Rose. But the Yukon, cold as the Yukon, icon you, Yukon me. I'll tell about those ancient days, ere history penetrates the haze, ere human eyes were there to gaze, when earth was all primeval, and worms and germs and rocks and sod were ready at the slightest nod of quite an inexperienced God to go into upheaval. Not even Adam had appeared. Sin was nothing to be feared. This was before all men were queered by apple-eating ladies. In fact, in those days, don't forget, the Lord had made those devils yet. Up to then had never met a fit recruit for Hades. Is it AABACCBD rhyme scheme? There was no mammoth, fish, or seal. No Pepsodent or movie reel. No Buick, Bean, or Bendix. No pterodactyls. No fudge, no Lux, no Sal Hepatica or ducks. No Nazis, communists, or clucks. No man and no appendix. Bendix, appendix. Well, in that very distant day in June, July, or August, say, two living specks of matter lay boop, boop, in Egypt or Samoa. Two earless, eyeless, chinless specks, boop, boop, with neither craniums nor necks nor any sign of soul or sex. In short, two protozoa, boop, boop. Now, organisms of this kind are rather flimsily designed with neither skin nor bones to bind the parts to one another. So when the larger of these two went rolling into pastures new, she pow, knocked her plasm all askew, enveloping her brother well. Never mollusk, worm, or slug, or animalculus, or bug had hitherto enjoyed a hug. God wasn't sentimental. He planned no species to reveal the slightest hint of sex appeal. And yet this hug appeared too real to call it accidental. Approaching closer to observe, wah, 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 God thought he saw a certain verve, a quickening of plasmic nerve, unquestionably striking. The sky, the sun, the sea, the land were things the Lord could understand. But here was something quite unplanned and scarcely to his liking. Judicially, he held his ire, deciding he'd first inquire, what set those cells afire? In ways uncontemplated. It neither had a mouth or beak, therefore neither one could speak. Our language was the same as Greek. Thus Greek originated. Alas, I forgot to state, God early had invented fate. It now was definitely late to check the spreading virus. Though both were silent, well, he knew his worst suspicions had come true. It was evident the two were mutually desirous. To be explicit and exact, from that day on, the cards were stacked. The germ of love became a fact, embedded in their plasm. With lightning flash and thunder roll, an angry God demanded toll. So he dug a hellish hole and thrust them in the chasm. The spawn of life spread far and wide. The species grew and multiplied. For hundreds lived, though thousands died. God wept within his portals. came alligators, birds, and dogs, and elephants, and flies, and frogs, and beetles, and rolling stones, and hogs, and anthropoids, and mortals. And ever since that fateful day when beep, beep, protozoa found a way to multiply our earthly clay, they handed us a rebus, whatever that is. For though we've discarded gills for all kinds of little pills, we're far more surfeited with ills than when we were beep, beep, amoebas. Think of what we might have been without acid and gin and organic broccoli. All that sin, that hurt beyond all measure. And yet, I take a certain pride in that ancestral beep, beep, groom and bride, who in some ways I'm satisfied made hell on earth a pleasure. Thank you. When I was a young man, I ran away from home. I went to join the circus. I went to see the cotton candy world and make me lots of money on my own. For Molly, pretty Molly, she's waiting all alone. Someday soon I will return to her. Then I made the big time bright light showbiz. I'm really in the circus. There's only one thing wrong. I haven't saved a penny on my own. For Molly, pretty Molly, writing every day. Molly understands everything's okay. Ride a windy boxcar and see 1,000 children, young and old. That grease paint smile can hide your soul, yeah. Here comes the carousel, guess which town it is, feel the thrill. Grease paint covers everything but winter's chill. I've been reading Molly's letter. The ink is fading, the page is turning yellow. Long ago, I promised Molly, don't you know? I will close my eyes and go to her. Elizabeth and me met at this, we were recycling together on this recycling crew at the Kerrville Folk Festival. We were appointed to work together on this, and I called it Adam and Eve and the Garbage of Eden. Elizabeth knew what bottles go where, and I was new, so she could tell me, like, the little plastic babies go there, the little brown babies go over here, the green babies go over here. Mother Earth was telling me exactly where the trash goes. think, Elizabeth, you should have to come sing this with me. Elizabeth Suggs? Let's welcome Elizabeth Muggsy Suggs. All right? Oh, all right. Here we are, the garbage of Eden. Oh, let's sing. I know. Let's sing acoustic. I'm a woman.
I'm a woman who's found her way. No more looking back at yesterday. I got my song and I got something to say. I'm a woman who's found her way. I used to be the kind of woman full of fear and indecision, but no one can make me feel that way without my permission. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. I'm a woman who's found her way. No more looking back at yesterday. I got my song and I got something to say. I'm a woman who's found her way. To all you women just like me, full of fear and indecision, no one can make you feel that way without your permission. Ba-boom, ba-boom, boom. I'm a woman who's found
That
her way.
rocks them at the festivals. And then we move right into this national anthem, but in the hierarchy of the mathematician. All right? Okay.
I'll never fall in love with a mathematician again. She broke my heart into 3 parts. So it's not true to say she broke my heart in 2. And yet there's a way we cannot be apart. And that's to say she broke into my heart. Now it gets more complicated when you're dealing with the whining wannabes.
Whining wannabes, whining wannabes.
Or a
Would-be has-been, would-be has-been, would-be has-been.
I fell in love with a songwriter who was an ex-mathematician who happened to be one of 2 Siamese twins. Siamese twins, Siamese twins. They were connected at the hip, so I couldn't give one the slip. Making out all night with the other one, you see, while the first one remained a whining wannabe. Whining wannabe.
Whining wannabe, whining.
She tried to write some songs about us having fun, while her sister we'd be going at it night and day and chasing all the blues away. And the other one would be groping in the night for a piece of white paper and a ballpoint pen, a ballpoint pen, a ballpoint pen, a ballpoint. No, I'll never fall in love with a songwriter or an ex-mathematician or Siamese twins again, twins again, twins again.
They've got a
Hip woman's movement connected at the hip just so. And don't you know some jealous gay guy's bound to crow about them sisters going Velcro on Velcro, Velcro on Velcro, Velcro on Velcro.
That's good, man. That's good.
Let's sing our new song, okay?
Okay, which one is it?
And, okay, and. Boy, it's great
Not to have an aneurysm.
Aneurysm, yes, and.
Aneurysm. It's great not to be in federal prison with an aneurysm. Now that
Christ has risen, Christ, it's great. Just not having a toothache. That's the truth.
It's really great not having an abscess tooth. Freeze. It's great not having genital herpes. That's death. It's great. Just not having bad breath.
Without fail, it's great. Not having an ingrown toenail, and it's great. Not having an aneurysm, yes, and.
Aneurysm. Aneurysm. And it's great not being in a federal prison with an aneurysm. Now that Christ has risen, Christ is great. Just not having a toothache.
That's the truth. It's great. Not having an abscess
To
tooth.
freeze, it's great. Not having genital herpes, that's a gaff.
It's great. Just not having bad breath. Without fail.
Freeze.
Hello, beer can.
You got this album, roast beef? And you go, oh, that's Holly. I think I know everybody in the damn audience by name. I live with everybody here. This is my cheering. All my cheering. Hello, beer can. Do you mind if I squeeze you tonight? Your buddy's cigarette turned into ashes in the night. We had a brief affair. Now it's me in the chair. The telephone rang, but it was only in a dream about you. I even felt the receiver, dreaming of receiving you. Couple beer cans, cigarette butt. I got religion. It pushes and it pulls me through. It was during the wedding. That's when I first met you. What a wonderful party. You spilled your beer when I squeezed you. Hello, beer can. Do you mind if I squeeze you real tight? There's something in a cracking sound in a silent night. We had a brief affair. At the time, the tone will be 7-Eleven. Exactly. Yeah. I'm from New Orleans. If I'm talking kind of fast or you don't understand what I'm saying, it's because I'm falling into the way we talk down in New Orleans. Anybody who's been to the city knows that that's where jazz got started, because no one can understand anyone. It's embarrassing to say, what? You know? The dialect that they say, man, my butt put his arm in the back of his head like this, man. The word jazz itself comes from, I think it comes from when they were playing in the streets in New Orleans. And the people would say, like, someone would really reach out with a bad solo, you know, in the early teens, and say, man, you really pulled it out your ass that time. He lied the word, your ass. And it was, you know, it'd spell it J-A-S-S, but it was rude to say that in front of the ladies. So I said, man, you really pulled it out your ass that time. If anyone can't understand what I'm saying, you know, just hold up your hand and we'll go real slow. I'll start to pronounce all my consonants. But because, like, in making these records out in Hollywood, I got with a homogenized crowd. And besides, I'm from downtown New Orleans, and my mother told me when I was young, said, we're moving uptown, kid. I'm sending you to speech school. I don't want you talking mush mouth and boogaloo. And so I learned, you know, this is the forest primeval, the murmuring pines and the hemlocks. Right? The homogenized American way of speaking, yeah? That's the way everyone talks in Denver, pretty much. There's not any really radical accents here. But in New Orleans, oh, God. In the summertime, especially now, and any excuse to be out of New Orleans in the summertime. So this is a blessing, man, just being here. Down there, though, it's so hot right now, you can't even, you go, mama, it's hot. They don't even use consonants, you know. There's no vowels. And it's insulting to say, what? What did he say? And that's like people from Fargo, you know, the movie. Hey, come on now. That's how they would do. Again, it's just a flow, la fleuve à la Nouvelle-Orléans. But you move further north, and that's where you have to, it gets colder. So, you know, like, you have to click your teeth together, I think, create heat in your mouth. The fillings create heat, electricity. So, Christ, by the time you get to like a place like Duluth, Minnesota, you're talking like this. No shit. You pronounce all your words. Make no mistake about it. You can't sing the blues there because they'll know what you're saying. But in the South, you go, I'm up, come on, yes, yes, that's really dirty, but you can't really prove it.
The first word that you learn, the second word and third, I'll lead you to fourth word, Texas. And Bubba, you're in luck if on your pickup truck
Your bumper sticker says I love Lubbock. Turning what a while with that gal from Galveston. Hey, come feed us with fajitas in Lajitas. Houston, Rustling, Amarillo, and a Denton, Buffalo Bayou. A big print Bible and a double door lock. We're going back to Broken Lock, Texas. Dollars may buy you the first word that you learn, and dollars may buy you the second word and third. But Alice can't buy Fort Worth, Texas. I've got those German blues. It helps me to relax.
I march now when I dance. Die ursprüngliche Bedeutung des Heiligen Kreuzes ist Mutter Erde und Vater Zeit. Sage ihr bitte, dass ich angerufen habe. You will
Get these German blues undone. You will relax. We're longing for Jesus, but Elvis will do. You know he's the king, the choice is up to you. Jesus loves Elvis, this you know is true. They're both up in Graceland, just waiting for you. La, 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 la. Jesus knows Elvis is come home to sing. He's preparing a mansion that's fit for a king. We'll gather up a paradise from friends from near and far to sing about Elvis and go chase a star. Ball me out to the take, game crowd me out with the take. Pee me some nuts and jack or crack. I don't back if I never get care. I just home for the routine. If they don't shame, it's a win. Or it's 3, 2, 1 strike, you're in at the old game ball.
My girlfriend's name is Rochelle.
Her sister's name is Rachel. They got the same last name. Attention. Don't tell my girlfriend Rochelle what her sister already knows. She'll be mad at me for mounting racial tension.
Now that's for the the part of the show that's the documentary. I'm serious. It's come away because you gotta hold on. They're exactly 68. I know this crowd is like, no, that's all right. We're for human. I can't say no to these kids, especially these young white girls. I don't know what's happening to them. They're using words and songs like that. I swear, some gangster rappers is done, and they come to that motherfucker. And now the white girls is talking like that shit. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say the N word. I'm not gonna say the F word. N-U-C-K-F, F-I-G-G-E-R, to hell with them knucking figures. I'm not gonna do it. Once there was a fellow and his name was Buzz. He was just a rookie cop, just a baby fuzz. He patrolled the Sunset Strip in the land of the free and the home of the hip. He protected you and me until he met a girl named Alice D. Alice was the girl that all pure hippies dread, and they called her Sweet Alice the Head. Alice, it was plain to see, was full of pot and THC. She'd attract a great big crowd because her inner peace was much too loud. Good Buzz did the only thing that good fuzz must. Shoved his gun in Alice's chest and said, "This is a bust." Put the flashlight right in her eyes. She began to hypnotize. Buzz said, "What a wild sensation. This must be halloo, halloo, cine, cine, shun, shun, shun. Learn how to live. Testing HIP positive. Oh, it's so sensational. When you fall in love with eyes dilational." Buzz, he said, "Alice, you are like, come take a ride on my fuzzy bike. Soon it will be getting dark. We can watch the stars from Griffith Park." So they both went out and dug astrology through their mutual hallucinology. Now they're taking pills and shots, but Buzz is not afraid of what. Buzz and Alice D have shown the way of where the fuzz might be this day. Buzz is still a cop, of course. He's the pusher on the force. He's protecting you and me from evil women like poor Alice D.
my opinion. The murderer shows his face in many forms. I make him live in you and in me. There's a man learning to be free from the pressures of all his killing. He's held the man before you see. Life is celebration. Thank y'all for coming out on this rainy evening. Good night.
That's
Okay, anytime.
Okay, we're ready to go. We're doing everything in one take. This is a Spanish song. Erlinda Ramos is the name of it. Walter Newton is responsible for this show. He's promoting it. And his wife, Herlinda, is in the back taking up the tickets. And she does sex transplants operations down in Trinidad. And she says a lot of famous people that you don't know. They think they're women, but they weren't always. And she's telling me like Colorado lore. And I have to cultivate a Spanish accent. Spanish my accent. Donde está el baño? Hace mucho tiempo que no le veo. Qué bonita bandera. Es la bandera puertorriqueña. Mucho trabajo. ¿Sí? Cielo, estrella. Te quiero mucho. Cerveza más. Habla yo español. Habla mit mir. Oh, das ist Deutsch. Ah ja. Ich bin ins Argentina gehinden. Oh. Oi. Oi, das is my grandmother. We changed the name. It was, then we changed it to, okay, Vexel, Cambio, mi madre, padre, tres hermanos, sestra, y, perdón, español. Let's see, burrito, cantar. There's new tooth I got. Okay, here we go. Ready? Don't ever get off of a Denver, Colorado bus with Erlinda Ramos. She's not one of us. If you are in a wheelchair, you happen to have a smart-ass nurse pushing you everywhere. Especially if the nurse waves her fist in the air and shoves Erlinda Ramos even one time. You can expect Erlinda Ramos to restrain herself at first to keep from doing time. But Erlinda Ramos will be waiting discreetly for you by the side of the road, revving up the engine of her car and watching you cross the street. You might get a chance to look around before she drives you crazy or just drives you into the ground. Oh, Erlinda Ramos, she's only 5 foot tall, but she appears to be 6, 7, 8, or 9. And you never ever want to be on the receiving end of her fist, not even one time. Well, Erlinda Ramos went to a taste of Colorado. But she parked her car first and took the light rail system of transportation, never fearing the worst. The special ramp for the crippled people and that one particular predictable wheelchair. And that arrogant fist-waving pushy type of nurse was there. It's a good thing the guard was present to stop Erlinda Ramos' fists from flying. They would have had to stop the bleeding first to keep that nurse from dying. And as for the person in the wheelchair, after Erlinda Ramos' reaction, they'd be lucky to get back in their wheelchair after being in traction. Oh, Erlinda Ramos, where did you learn to punch like that? Could it be when she was a nurse doing sex transplant operations in Trinidad? Could it be someone had a change of heart about their change of sex? Could it be Erlinda Ramos said, you came here with the request to be a girl? You're going to be a girl. That's all there is to that. Now who's next? Don't ever get off of a Denver, Colorado bus with Erlinda Ramos. She's not one of us. If you are in a wheelchair and you have a smart-ass nurse pushing you everywhere, especially if the nurse waves her fist in the air and shoves Erlinda Ramos even one time, expect Erlinda Ramos to restrain herself at first to keep from doing time.